All right. So good morning and thank you for joining us for new student onboarding. I'm going to be your instructor. My name is Miss Brandy Guillory, and we have a couple of other members of staff. The first thing we're going to do, I'm going to share my screen. We have a real short presentation and we're going to make some brief introductions. Here we go. All right. So as far as introductions, again, my name is Miss Brandy Guillory. Feel free to call me Miss Brandy, and I'm going to be your instructor through the whole program. And the first person I'm going to introduce you to is Miss April Austin.
Hello, everyone. I am live in person, live in effect this morning. Welcome to the online division of Unitech Training Academy. My name is Ms. April Austin. I'm the online director, and I'm so happy that you have chosen us as your educational format and for your journey here. We are so happy that you have joined us. Listen, one of the key components of your success here is going to be communication. You're going to hear that throughout your tenure here at Unitech, and we believe in it, right? If we want you to be successful, we want you to graduate. So with that being said, you did all this hard work in admissions, all this hard work getting through FAFSA for financial aid, right? You contacted us for a reason. We want you to abide by that, and we want to meet you there. But we need you to meet us as well, right? So again, that communication is so important. Whether it is your kid is sick, you're working overtime, we generally, first of all, care what's going on with you personally, because you never know, we have a resource for you, right? But we want you to be successful. You can't be successful in school if you're not in school, right? So if you plan on missing a day, if you got something going on, just let us know. Just let us know, okay? If you remember in your onboarding that Ms. Franny Gotro sent you, it does talk about the 14-day rule and how important that is, right? And if you don't remember, that 14-day rule is this. This is a government rule. It's not a Unitech rule. It's a government rule. If you, as a student, if you are not present within 14 days, consecutive days, that means weekends included, then we have to drop you from your program. Why do that? Because you are wasting money and you're wasting time. And that is not why you signed up for the program. So to avoid those things, just contact us, reach out to us. We are very easy to deal with. The majority of us actually come from a background of a school similar to yours, right? So we understand. A lot of us have kids of our own. A lot of us have multiple jobs. We get it. We are human beings, okay? So again, communicate and you guys will be just fine. Congratulations.
Thank you so much, Miss April. Next, I don't think she was able to make it this morning, but our director of education for our online campus is Miss Jessica Washington. And if you guys, basically what Miss Jessica does is she oversees the education part of the online learning, basically the instructors, making sure that you guys have what you need and that we are providing what you need. And you can, excuse me, if you're ever having any issues, um, we ask that you come to me first, but she is also someone that you can reach out to if you're having issues. All right. So, in addition to our directors and your instructor, we also have, I'll introduce you to Miss Franny Gotro, who is our online registrar, and she plays a very important part in our online campus. So let's see. I think she is with us this morning, Miss Franny.
Yes, ma'am, Miss Brandy. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Unitech. I'm Miss Franny, and I'm here to support you as you grow and succeed in your program. If you would need any type of form of verification to show that you in school, you would contact me. I keep up with your diploma plan and make sure that you're staying on track. So if you would have any questions regarding your grades or verification, you can surely contact me. Miss Brandy will post, well, she did. My email address is on there. So feel free to reach out. Best of luck to you, and I look forward to seeing you on the graduation stage next year.
Thank you, Miss Franny. All right, and the next department that we're going to talk about for a minute is going to be career services. And I think I need to update my slide because I think I'm missing one. We have Ms. Demetria Latique, who couldn't make it this morning, Ms. Caitlin Morrow, and then Ms. Tafaria is career services also, right? We need to add her to the slide, but I believe she made it. So, Ms. Tafaria, are you there?
I am here. Good morning, everyone. How are you? No one spoke. Good morning, everyone. How are you?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Right. It's supposed to be first day. I'm supposed to be pumped, excited, and ready. My name is Tafera, and I am super excited to meet you guys and build a good relationship with y'all. So you're gonna get this energy all the time. So if it was too much for you this morning, you can get ready for it because this is me, okay? Don't be afraid to reach out. I'm huge on communication. You just have to let me know what's your preference, whether that's some people prefer email, some prefer phone calls, let me know. But I am here and here to guide you and help you. So I'm so excited and good luck, guys.
Thank you so much. All right, I think that's all our introductions this morning. So we'll let the rest of the staff get on with their day. Students, please stay on with me, and we'll get into the what I like to call the meat and potatoes.
Bye, everyone. Good luck.
Have a great
Bye.
day.
Congrats, everyone.
All right, so to start off, I'm going to stop sharing for just a minute. Just want to talk to y'all a little bit about me in the program and what makes me think that I'm okay to be your instructor, or what makes me eligible for this position and somebody to learn from. I've been doing medical billing and coding for over a decade. I'm to the point now where, aside from Unitech, the only medical billing and coding I do, and I prefer to do billing over coding. I don't really care for coding. It's just not my jam. I really like to argue with insurance companies, and that's where I shine. So that's what I like to do. But when I'm not at Unitech, I contract as a billing manager for different clinics and doctors' offices and things like that. And once you get to a certain point in your career, once you have a certain amount of experience, there's no reason that y'all couldn't do what I do. And if, like, I have a set salary with Unitech, but when I go to an outside office and I talk to them about being their billing manager, it's not a what are you willing to pay me thing. It's a this is what I cost an hour. And it's a lot. It's a fair amount. And it's either you're willing to pay me what I'm worth and what I demand, or I don't work for you. It's that simple. And that's a nice place to be. That's a really comfortable spot to be in life, to be able to basically set your pay. Okay, and there's enough medical billing and coding jobs out there that you can get there. You can get there. One thing I do want to talk to y'all off right from the start is working from home. A lot of people get into this and think that they are going to be able to work from home right after getting out of this program, and that's not always the case. Sometimes it is, but not always. And I do not recommend it, especially if you've never worked from home before or you have never worked in a medical office before. I feel that the experience you get in the medical office, in the day-to-day running, learning how the office flows, is vital to success in this career. You really have to understand how the money flows through the medical office, because that's our biggest job. We bring in the money. We bring in the money. Without us, the doctor does not get paid. The staff does not get paid. The bills do not get paid without us. Okay. So our job is really important, and that's why it takes specialized training, and that's why we get paid a little bit more than other folks. And it's a great field, guys. It's really growing and blowing up. Especially if you're in a more, like, Lafayette's going to be a great place to work. That's going to be good. If you're closer to a bigger city, you're going to have more opportunities. Okay. where there's bigger medical systems, more doctors' offices and things like that, you're going to have more opportunity. I worked in or lived in Shreveport for 3 years. I just moved back home to Morgan City in May. And y'all, the job opportunities in Shreveport are plentiful. There are jobs. There are jobs out there for y'all. But I've been doing this for quite a while, so I know my stuff. So you guys are in good hands, and we're gonna have weekly meetings. And in those meetings, I do not. Y'all have a textbook, and you have exams and things like that, and that textbook is gonna teach you what you need to know. So usually in my meetings, I do not lecture at you about what's in the textbook. We talk about what it's like in the real world. We talk about what it's like in the job place and what you're going to be expected to do. What your employers are going to expect from you. We're going to talk a lot about professionalism. That's one of my expectations in this program, is that you guys conduct yourself in a professional manner. Treat this like your job, okay? Because at the end of this program, when y'all are out trying to get jobs, you want me to be able to recommend you. You want your instructor to be able to recommend you. But I can't tell somebody that, yeah, so-and-so is going to be a great employee if you never came to class, if you didn't turn in your stuff on time, if you didn't put in the effort or communicate with me. I can't give that recommendation. And I cannot give a recommendation to somebody who is not deserving of it, because that will ruin my name. It'll ruin your next reputation. So I can't risk that. Okay. But I want to be able to recommend every one of my students. And y'all, 90% of my students, I can give a glowing recommendation to. And it's wonderful. Most students do not have an issue with that. But I do have a few that, don't treat it seriously. And those folks, unfortunately, I can't recommend. But so that's a little bit about me. Like I said, I'm currently located in Morgan City. I have one 5-year-old who is the runner of my life, basically. Her dad usually works off, so it's usually just me and her. So we're pretty tight. But she's my whole world. So I know what it's like to have kids. Like I said, she had the flu last week, so I know what it's like when your kids get sick. Y'all just let me know. If you need more time on assignments, I can give you that. We're online, we're flexible. I will work with you in every way, shape, and form that I can, regardless of what kind of issue you're having. If you're just exhausted one day after work and you can't think about nothing else that day, you just can't, and just shoot me a text. Miss Brandy, I'll get this tomorrow, I promise. I'm having one of them days. And I'll be like, all right, no problem. No problem. Catch up with it tomorrow. I hope you feel better. It's that simple. It's really that simple. So I'm going to share my screen again because there's some stuff on the presentation that we want to talk about. And it kind of helps to keep me on task. I have a tendency to run off at the mouth, really. I get sidetracked pretty easy. So a little bit about this program. It's an 8-month program, and we kind of talk about it like a Ferris wheel. We have students that start every week, which also means that we have students graduating every week. Your last day of class is your completion date. I will not have that date for you for a few weeks, probably close to a month, and then we'll have the date that you're expected to finish. Graduation ceremonies are held separately. Your graduation date depends on your completion date, because we have students that start and finish, so it doesn't run in semesters. So we can't graduate by semester. We have to take a time span, like from January to July. All of those students that have finished the program will graduate together later on. And then from July to December, all of those students that graduate in that time frame will, have a ceremony a little bit later. That's kind of how it works. But because it's a Ferris wheel, and I just teach it basically over and over again. So students, y'all are popping in today. So it's not at the beginning of the program. Not everybody starts at the beginning of the program. You guys are actually starting pretty close to the end. It runs modules 158, which modules are kind of like individual classes, and there's 8 of them in the program. Okay, it starts at 151 and it ends with 158. And tomorrow we start 156. So y'all are kind of at the end of the program, but that's okay, because in module 156, we start new material. Today is their last day of coding. So woohoo, you guys don't have to worry about that till we wrap back around and start coding again. So this is not a bad place to start at all. It really isn't. It's just you're gonna be hearing a lot of things about ending the program, because at 158, that is the end of the program. So some people like to start taking their certification exams after, if they've been in the program for a while and they're close to completion, they'll start thinking about, getting their certification exam scheduled and all that kind of stuff. So Ferris wheel. Any questions about that, about how the program runs? About 8 months long, and y'all, it flies by. It just flies. It really does. But any questions about that, or the program in general?
No, ma'am.
And also, I do want to let y'all know that the program, it's medical billing and coding, but that's not where the job opportunities stop. This program will actually set you up for anything you want to do in a medical office on the administrative side of things. Anything that's not dealing with a patient, that's front desk reception, insurance verification, scheduling, patient check-in, billing, coding, payment posting. I mean, all of these are separate job titles in an office, and you will be trained to do all of them by the time this program is over. So if you don't like billing and you don't like coding, but you still want to work in a medical office, you're in the right spot. You're in the right spot. Coding is just one part of the program. Billing and insurance is another part of the program. And the administrative stuff, we go over that too. So it's all in there. The slide is not loading correctly. All right, so the 3 A's for success in the program, your most important things you're going to need to pay attention to are your attendance, because daily attendance is the expectation, okay? And attendance is counted by what you turn in that day. You have a daily assignment in a lab for every day of the week, Monday through Friday, nothing on the weekends. Your daily assignment is one question. I make it one question for on those hard days when that's all you can fit it in, okay? It's one question, it'll take you about 5 minutes to complete. You can Google search the answer if need be. No, I make it that one as easy for y'all as possible, okay? Just in case you do have stuff going on. All right, and then you have a lab that's due every day as well, but your daily assignment is really the only thing I look at as far as attendance. Okay, I just need you to do that assignment every day to get your attendance in. Your lab assignments are due every day, but you can do them anytime during the week that you can fit them in. If you need to work on them on the weekends, then do that. However you need to work them into your schedule, do that. They take a little bit more time than your daily assignment. Like I said, that one's only one question. Your labs are going to be where you're going to find what you're going to read. Any chapter exercises or tasks that you need to do will be in that lab assignment. And occasionally you will have exams. But I don't think in 156 and 157, I think in 157 there's like one exam, and I can't, honestly, right off the top of my head, I can't remember 156 if it has exams or not. But we're doing module 156 we're starting medical office software. Okay, so you guys are going to be working on some simulated software of what it would look like if you were sitting in a medical office trying to do work. That's the section we're starting right now, tomorrow. So we are going to have to go through a process over the next few days of getting y'all logged in to everything so you can access your daily assignments, your lab assignments, your SimChart software, and all those kinds of things. It's going to take several days to get all that set up. So don't stress about that, okay? But attendance is very important. If you are absent, like Miss April said, if you're absent for 14 days, you're dropped from the program. That doesn't happen very often. We don't often drop somebody for that because, I mean, usually if you're here for a reason. You have a goal that you're trying to reach, and you're going to do what you need to do. And if you have something going on that, like you have a baby or something like that, we have a leave of absence that you can take. You can take a 30-day break if you qualify, which all you need to qualify is just have an excuse from a doctor, and your GPA has to be at least a 2.0. Which brings me to academics. That 2.0 is very important. You want to maintain a GPA of 2.0 at all times, at least. If you go under that, you get put on academic probation. Now, you do get several months to improve your grade and get yourself off of academic probation before it really starts to become an issue. Because eventually, if your GPA stays at 2.0 or less than 2.0 for a certain number of time, that means that you're not passing modules. It means that you're never going to finish the program. Okay, so at that point, when they see that, okay, this person, there's no way they're going to finish, you will get what's called sapped out, which is something about academic progress, subpar academic progress or something like that, which that also doesn't happen very often, because I'm more than happy to give extra credit, give you extra time, let you make up assignments when something's going on and things like that. So there's really, the only way you're gonna fail in this program is if you choose to. All the tools and resources are here for you to be as successful as you want to be. Okay, so attendance, academics, and then accountability. And that's, guys, that's just, if y'all have the aspiration of working from home, school from home is a good test of that, because you have to have a certain amount of self-discipline. It takes something, because like, I can tell y'all, when I woke up this morning, I didn't feel good. I didn't want to do this. Some days you just don't want to. But, even though I work from home, I got to get up and I got to clock in and I got to do what I got to do, right, to make my living. So here I am. And it's the same thing with school and then with work after that. You got to get in every day and you got to complete your assignments. If you want to reach your goals, you want that better job, you want that Monday, y'all, it's sweet. Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, paid holidays, medical insurance, 401k, all these things. It takes work. It takes work. And, school is the beginning of that. School's the beginning of that. So accountability, just hold yourself accountable. And that's basically just making yourself do what you got to do. And sometimes that is making yourself a schedule, okay, like a daily schedule of what you need to do that day, or, how your day is going to lay out. Find that hour to put into your schoolwork and invest in yourself. All right, so the attendance policy is recorded for each online session by confirming the student has completed at least one academic related activity or assignment. Online attendance is recorded as a present or absent for each class. Yeah, academic related activities, completing daily assignment, lab assignment, quiz or exam, discussion topics in the forum, anything submitted via e-learning or email to the instructor. And in worst case scenarios, like say we have a hurricane, I've had students, we had a hurricane coming, they printed out their assignments, their daily assignments for the week. Everybody was evacuating, and they would text me each day what the answer to the daily assignment was. And that's submitted. No electricity, but we were able to get it done. I will accept in emergency situations. We can even turn in assignments via text message. You can write it down in a notebook, take a picture of it, and text me the picture. And that's a submission, okay? So again, very flexible. All right, so consecutive absences. And this is if you guys if you start on that 14-day path, basically. Once a student is absent for 7 calendar days, a drop warning letter will be mailed. And that's if you're absent for a week, if you don't turn anything in for a week. Now, if you are absent for 2 days, you will start to hear from me. I will start checking in on you. I will text you, hey, is everything okay? Is there anything I can help with? Okay. Please respond. If you ghost me, other people in the staff are going to start calling you. Miss April, Miss Franny, Miss Jessica, um, your enrollment people will reach back out to you and be like, hey, what's going on? If I can't get in touch with you. So unless you want to get peppered with calls, just respond to my text message. And that is how I communicate the most, guys, is via text message. That is the fastest and easiest way to get in touch with me. I have online meetings all day long, so I'm not always able to answer the phone, but I can generally always shoot you back a quick response to something, okay? And if we need to, we can line up a meeting, or something like that. Right, so, but after 7 days of absence, you get this drop warning letter from Miss Jessica, and that'll get mailed to your address on file. On the 14th calendar day after the student's last date of attendance, become the date of determination, and the student will be terminated from Unitech Training Academy on that day. Yeah, your 14th day is your last day, okay? All right, so we talked about academic probation, so I'm not gonna read all this to you because that's just straight out of the handbook stuff, but I gave you the basics. Keep that GPA above 2.0, and you do not have to worry about academic probation. All right, so at the end of your program, once you get done, your NCCT certification is what this program is preparing you for, okay? So at the end of your program, you're gonna take the certification exam and get your certification. Now, we offer you guys study materials and practice tests and things like that, but the most updated and the best study guides and things are on the NCCT website. There are some free resources and there are some paid resources that you can purchase additionally. But definitely go and at least look at the free resources that they have, and you definitely want to download. I have them in a file in eLearning. They're all there for y'all to download. All you have to do is click each one. And there's about four sections. I think laws and ethics, billing, coding, what's the other one? Insurance, maybe. I think insurance. And we have study guides and practice questions for all of those. And we also, occasionally, I'm not sure if when it's gonna start back up, but we do video calls, Zoom calls, where we will go over those questions and explain the answers one by one. And you can find videos of those meetings, past meetings, on the NCCT prep page. I'll show y'all what that looks like too in just a minute. All right, so makeup policy. Mine's a little bit different than everybody else's, so we're probably, yeah, that's about where we're gonna stop on that. Okay. Let's see. So let's talk about logins and books real quick. Since we've gotten all the big policy stuff out the way. All right, so in the welcome email that I sent you guys, there were several links down at the bottom. One was for Remind app. That is how I send out class notifications directly to your phone. You definitely want to join that. You just click the link in the email. If you do it from your phone, it's a better option. If you would like for me to text you that link so you can do it from your phone, just let me know. I can do that. I can send that via text really quick, and then you can just click the link and it'll let you download the app if you need to. A lot of people already have it because it's what their kids use for their class communications. If you have any issues with that, please let me know, but definitely join up because that's where I post links for our class meetings, video links for the recordings if you're not able to make it to the class meetings, and any other important announcements, like if I'm out sick, if the school has our servers are down, that happens occasionally, where we have some IT issues going on. I mean, we're online, so it's going to happen on occasion. So especially if a hurricane, like our servers are in Lafayette. So if a hurricane comes through Lafayette, we're going to be down. Okay. We're going to be down for at least a few days. But you definitely don't want to miss out on those notifications. The other link on there was an onboarding video that Ms. Danielle made that kind of introduces y'all to e-learning, and today's Zoom link. So obviously y'all found those. Now, there was also in that email, there was your day one new student assignment. And that is the only thing that y'all need to do today. All y'all have to do is complete that. It's 8 questions long and send it back to me. Email it back to me. As soon as I get that from you, I can let Miss Franny, our registrar, know that you are active in the course. I cannot make you active until I get that back. So get it back to me as soon as you can, okay? So I can tell her you're active, and as soon as that, she'll start to generate emails, essentially. You're gonna get an email from our IT department, and that is gonna be to set up a Unitech email address, a student email address through Microsoft, okay? The school has already set this up for you. You just follow the directions in the email to change the password, okay? And then once you do that, the login for your email, you're gonna use that same login for e-learning, for the My Unitech website, okay? And both of those links will be in that email. Now, for most of my students, that email goes to their junk or spam folder because it comes from our IT department. So it's a generic support@Unitech web email address. So usually it goes to spam or junk. So some of y'all may have gotten it already. Just sporadically throughout today, go ahead and check your spam or junk folders to keep an eye out for that. If you have any issues changing your password, walking through that process, give me a call or shoot me a text message. I can walk you through it lickety split, okay? In no time at all. But yeah, you just change your password and use that same email address and the password you set up for e-learning. And then either late this afternoon or early tomorrow morning, you'll get an email from Miss Franny. It's going to set up your ebook access for a company, through a company called Evolve. And she will give you, it's kind of a long email because she takes you through it step by step. And at the bottom of the email, there's a 16-digit code that you have to redeem. You set up your account and then you redeem that code to access your books, okay? Again, if you need help walking through that, get with me. Get with me. I can walk you through it in no time. No time, okay? I've done it many, many times. So let's talk about books for a second. All of your textbooks are going to be ebooks. You will access them through Evolve, okay? You're going to get, in about a week and a half or so, you're going to get a shipment of books. And it's going to be your coding manuals. And what y'all are going to do, like I said, we're finishing coding today. So what y'all are going to do is take that box, open it up, make sure you have 3 books in there, and then you're going to put those books in a safe place, somewhere where you can find them in 3 to 4 months when we get back into coding. And that's when you'll use those books. But for the foreseeable future, everything we're going to be using is going to be online until it's time to code again. And I definitely, if y'all don't receive those books, I need to know so we can track the shipment. They are very expensive. We don't want to lose them in the mail, okay? And it is the holiday season, so shipping might be crazy. Let's see, any question about logins or books? No? Y'all will come up with questions as y'all start walking through things, I promise. And if y'all do, again, y'all just text me. It only takes a minute. I can answer you right back, and I can just, don't let yourself get overwhelmed. I know it's some people, it's overwhelming. We're throwing a lot of information at you at one time. It's not as overwhelming as it seems. It may take you a week or so to get used to the different websites and logging into different places and stuff like that, but just save them in your bookmarks, okay? Save your My Unitech and your Evolve websites and your bookmarks so you can get to them quickly. And you'll be fine. You'll be fine. Okay. Let's see. Do y'all have any questions for me about anything? Anything at all? No? All right, so just to recap, today's focus is that day one assignment. Get that back to me via email as soon or text message as soon as possible. Tomorrow's focus is going to be your logins, getting all of them set up, making sure you have access to everything that you need. Okay. And then Wednesday, you guys are going to start on assignments with everybody else at e-learning. I like to take it kind of slow the first few days and let you guys kind of get into the groove of things. Like I said, sometimes it takes a week or so to get used to the system and all that. So we'll give you that time. It's no problem. But if y'all don't have any other questions for me, that's really all I got for y'all this morning. Y'all should be, like I said, SimChart is what the module that we're going into is my favorite one. I like the software side of things. Like I said, I like the billing side of things more than I like the coding side of things. So the stuff that we're about to learn is the stuff where I shine. So it's the stuff that I enjoy the most. We're going to be doing some fun stuff. Now, we do have, I do want to let y'all know this. We do have a 2-week break coming up for the holidays. You guys are going to be off from basically Christmas Day, that Monday, through January 5th, Friday the 5th. There's like a 2-week break. The only thing you'll have due during that time, I give an extra credit assignment, a fun extra credit assignment that really has nothing to do with billing and coding. It's all about you and being creative. So it's a fun little extra credit assignment that I give y'all over the holidays. And since it's extra credit, it's optional. So you'll have a 2-week break where you won't have to think about school stuff for, while you're trying to enjoy time with your family. So that's coming up soon, really soon. But any questions, concerns, anything y'all want to talk about, the program, me, books, logins, anything, any questions at this time? No? All right, I still need to know who the iPhone user is. It's not giving me a name, and I'd like to give you credit for being here today. So if you could let me know who you are, that would be great. Yes, no, maybe so? No? Okay. All right. Well, if you guys do not have anything for me, that's all I got for y'all. Have a great day. I look forward to getting those assignments and having you active in my program. And that's pretty much it. It was lovely to meet you guys.
Nice to meet you too. Bye. You too.
Bye-bye. Y'all have a great day.
You too.